How to pick the right guy. Boom. All right, let's talk about what I'm seeing out there. A lot of my clients or potential clients are going out there, and they're like, whoa, this guy is pretty sexy. And man, I'm attracted to him. And the first date, like there's some chemistry here, like, oh baby, let's go. And then there's some chemistry, and then rock and roll, date 3, date 5, whenever, sex happens, boom. And then maybe there's even a relationship, or maybe there's the guy won't commit, but he'll, keep popping up. He'll keep breadcrumbing every week to keep hanging out. And then, you're having sex for the next year. Or maybe you're in a relationship for the next year and you've got the title of boyfriend, girlfriend. And you're like, I did it. I got a boyfriend. Boom. But then soon, whether it's 3 months, a year, 2 years, you realize and you're like, hold on. He's not treating me that well. Or we don't have that much in common, and this relationship is not as fun, or this is not what I dreamed of. I dreamed of like this great romance and something out of a Disney movie where like there was love and he treated me well and we, white picket fences, a house, and maybe some kids and all this wonderful things. But instead it's like we have nothing in common. We don't enjoy talking to each other. And now the sex isn't even that good. Or maybe it still is. But we don't really like each other that much anymore. And that's not good. Or you could have picked the right guy. So what I want to talk to you is about chemistry versus compatibility. A lot of the time, even though we talk about how men are visual, some women, women have eyes too. And they look at, George Clooney of the day or Brad Pitt of the day and they're like, man, that guy's sexy. And then we kind of forget to look under the hood of the car and look at the personality and look how he's treating you. And then all of a sudden we're in a relationship, we've had sex and we've got feelings and we're like, we're going to stick this out because I got a relationship. But in reality, you probably need to leave stage left immediately. Anyway, so if you're single and you want to pick the right guy, we got to go. Obviously, we need chemistry at some point, but let's talk about compatibility. So here's what I'm looking for ultimately. Let's talk about end goal. End goal, I want compatibility at a 10. 10. Bingo. 10. 0 out of 10. 10. And I want chemistry around an 8. Okay? Now, what we've found about chemistry and attraction is that you can move 4 full basis points. So let's explain here. So if we can move 4 full basis points, that means you can start at a 4 with a guy and make your way up to an 8. So let me explain how this works. So there was a scientific study done a number of years ago, and they asked women to rate men on a 0 to 10 scale. And they're like, okay, here we go. And so a woman would give a guy a 4, and then she'd get the opportunity to talk to him. And once she talked, they said re-rate the guy. And if he had an amazing personality, the 4 went to an 8. If he had a terrible personality, the 4 went to a 0. And this happened in the whole spectrum. So if a guy started at an 8, terrible personality, went down to a 4, started at a 5, he went up to a 9, and so forth. So this was beautiful. So what can we do about this in the dating world? Is don't judge guys immediately, especially when you're looking at their profile picture online, based on how attracted to you are. What I tell my clients, and what I'm telling you, is go for 4 and above. If the profile makes sense, if he's got your top 5 things in your perfect man list and you're excited, boom, give the guy a chance. Give him 1 date, give him 2 dates. If the conversation's like really good and you're still not that attracted, keep going. If you're like, man, this conversation's somewhere between an 8 and a 10, then yeah, he gets some more dates. And what's exciting about this, and instead of like that initial like, whoa, googly eyes, like this guy's so sexy and I'm feeling this and it's got a good flow, slow down, pump your brakes, think about what you need for a lifetime partner and do it more based on compatibility. And this is going to save you so much heartache. So much heartache. I hate when women are in these terrible relationships and then they're stuck in them and they like can't get out and let's never get in those. Let's look under the hood of the car for a second and get in the right relationships. Whew. Awesome. All right, guys, hit like. Do me a favor, hit like so this gets shared to more people. Hit subscribe so I can give you a new video every Tuesday. Boom! And comments. Tell me what you think. Can you do this? Can you go for a 4 out of a 10? Can you give this a shot? Your attraction level is a 4, a 5, a 6. Can you do this? Can you go on a date or two with that? Will you give it a try? Or is this like, Mike, you're freaking nuts. I'm sexy. I should be going after 9s. And he should also have a great personality. What do you think? Is that what you should be doing? Thank you so much for your candid response. I love it, as always. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.